Hello everybody!
Hi.
Welcome back to Linescapes channel, a channel where we talk about drawing, about creativity, and we push ourselves out of our comfortable creative zone into unknown waters of creative endeavors.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. So, welcome on our channel. Yeah. Sorry for keep you waiting, but that's why I suggest that we start right away, and I would like to tell you what we're gonna do today and what you're gonna need.
Alright, let's look at what's up for today.
Yeah. So as you see here is a bit of a mess. There are many things going on, and for today's session, you're gonna need a cutter or a pair of scissors, some glue. I'm using today wood glue, but I think this one is also fine. If you find the normal one, that one would be even better. Then some pens. I have here something that's a bit thinner, and then like something like marker would also be fine. Or yeah, bring some colored pencils, maybe some pencils, normal ones. And of course, now the most important part are the magazines that you would like to recycle, the handouts, everything that you don't need and has appealing photos and pictures inside. Because this is also very important and this will also trigger your creative flow.
Yeah, so what are we going to do, Sonia, with all of these things today?
So we're gonna try to create a few collages, and we're not talking about the ones that you did in primary school or in kindergarten, where you were just pushed to do like a sunshine or something. Of course, you can do that as well, but we're thinking about something more creative one. So I have here something that I created yesterday. I did like a small storyboard of a of a church and colorful clouds and monsters just hiding underneath the roof so they don't get caught on color. Otherwise, they will get colored. And yeah, I mean,
What's the story there with those monsters that don't want to get colored?
well, yeah, you see, they are hiding under the roof. I think this is like a small chapel somewhere. And I took it and then I tried to integrate a few creatures that are just hiding because the color is just dropping out of the sky. And on the floor, everything is colorful as well. And if you can see, the monsters are just black and white. They don't have any color on them. Yeah. So, and this is just something that just popped into my head while I was cutting the things out. And I'm sure you can do the same. And then, yeah, I did another one. Here, I also prepared a few cutouts already.
So while Sonia is explaining this, you go around and maybe find some stuff you want to recycle. If you don't have magazines, if you don't have, beautiful, colorful brochures that you can recycle, also some paper will be completely okay. Like just colored paper, maybe you can cut out some shapes out of it and use it for something else. Um, use what you have at home. But I think like something with a lot of photos and pictures would be the best.
Yeah. And this is the next one. So this was just, I was playing around with watercolors, and I was just trying to, yeah, to get a sense of what kind of amount of color should I use while painting. And this is how those papers came to be. And I used one of them to create this scene. So I took a few cutouts. I just pasted them and glued them to the surface, and then I draw around. So we have like a mean creature here, very harmonious bush like creature, which is climbing over the hill, or and then it's just threatening here over the valley, and on the top we have a castle, and this is all framed by some vegetation, and on the top of this hill, on the other side, there's a warrior with her fellow wolf dog. in white.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you not only used cutouts, you also drew and painted in this thing.
Yeah, so the thing is that you're completely free. You can do whatever you want. So you can just glue stuff and you can cut it out. You can also tear everything apart, whatever you want. You're completely free. Just let your imagination flow. And it's also not necessary that it's a story. It can be a theme board, for example. It can be a vision board. So it can have you can talk about, you can also switch to a big screen now.
Yeah, we'll just have some comments on the work you did. But yeah, finish up when we switch back to that.
Where was I?
It has to be like a vision board, theme board.
So, for example, if you would talk about Berlin, you could take the tower that's very known in Berlin, and then you can take a Späti, which is also like a small store, which is very often opened 24 hours.
Späti collage would be amazing.
Späti collage, and you can get the most important things that you need in your life, which is probably beer, some snacks, and I don't know, cigarettes and stuff like that.
That's
it's
where
like
the Berliners get their stuff.
Yeah.
So let's just say hi to everyone who joined.
Yeah.
So once again, for everyone who joined, welcome to the channel. Today we are doing creative collages that have a storytelling aspect to it. Why are we doing these collages? Soon I came up with this idea because using images that you already have, like cutouts from magazines, can inspire you and push you to see them in a different context. It's a bit similar to something we did a couple of weeks ago when we painted on existing images. Now we're going to cut them, glue them on a piece of paper, and draw around them, find a different context for them. So go out, don't go out. Maybe I hope you have it lying around. Some magazines, some newspapers, whatever you can find with photos, or just some colorful paper, or even use what you have.
And also, we were also talking about that you should just try to get away from the fear of using and throwing away your own sketches. So this is also a great way how you can recycle your own art.
Yeah, your own old work. It's completely fine to reuse it. So, where do we have people tuning in from today? In this live chat, if you're watching this live, let us know. We're really, really glad to have you. We have Wendy here, who has made it. She loves your black and white monsters. She says they're very Halloweenish. And then we have Marcus, who says, what a great surreal collage. Maybe we can take another glance at your amazing surreal collage.
But maybe we can show them like this, I think that we don't have enough space. It's not high enough to show you everything. But if I turn it to the camera A, maybe they can see it a bit better.
Yeah, let's try that.
Yeah. So that's the first one.
Yes.
It gets like this. So this is the sky, the colorful sky, and the church and the monsters underneath it. You also have some hidden here in the church inside.
And that's the second one, with the warrior and her white wolf with the surreal monster coming over the hill. Yeah, I think Sonia did a great job. So we have Surmai also joined from New Zealand, Wendy from California, and yeah, everybody. So if you're ready, I would suggest we go to it.
Yeah, let's start.
Yeah, give us a yes if you're ready. If you're just here to watch, have fun, ask me questions. I'm gonna be at the keyboard today, and even if you're watching this on replay, do leave us a comment, and we'll do our best to answer it. As good as we can.
Yeah. Okay, let's start. I'm excited.
All right. People are up for it. Let's go.
Okay, and as always, you have to say in it as well. So I'm just gonna show you what I have, and maybe there's something that triggers our imagination. So we have these beautiful chocolate pieces to die for, right? I mean, it looks delicious. It must be delicious. Then there was an article about a lady who's from Austria, who's very good with cows.
It's a cow whisperer.
It's a cow whisperer,
Really?
exactly. Yeah, and it was a high recommendation in one of the travel magazines.
Yeah. If you're in Austria, check out the cow whisperer. That's her.
No, that's another one.
Another cow whisperer.
It looks like it's in fashion. It looks like it's in fashion. Okay, so and then we also have, what do we have? I have some chair. This is this is Berlin.
Mm-hmm.
This is how Berlin looks like. I have high hopes for this one. Mm-hmm. This one is just like imagine possibilities. We can take this one and then draw the scene behind. So who are they running from? That would be interesting to see and to, just to dive into that kind of story. Or this one, she's paddling, but where? Where is she paddling to? I mean, or you have a climber here, and she is also heading somewhere. Where is she heading?
It seems like you cut up a travel magazine.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Oh, you noticed, all right.
Well, yeah.
Okay, so then we have also a bear. Then we also have some parts from Christo and
Jean-Claude.
Jean-Claude, yeah.
That's their work. If you know the artists,
packages.
Christo and Jean-Claude, yeah, we just
one,
went to an exhibition. It was amazing.
I like this one as well. Look at him. He's like so proud, drooling over what? Over what, I say. So yeah, this one also, high potential. And then we also have a few other motives. We can go into construction, make a statement about what's going on. For example, in Berlin, we have everything is going to be like, although
everything is getting built up.
Everything is getting built up. We have a bottle of wine. We can take some patterns out of this one. Another climber. Then we have the Christo and Jean-Claude. Here we have a castle, a shark.
Very good. I love it when they're like completely different contexts.
Yeah, and brush.
So, what would be now your creative process? Now we have a bunch of like inspiration. Mm-hmm. How would you go about? Because I noticed it's interesting. Whenever you already seen one, you already went like, okay, we can think about what's happening behind it, or what is he cooking, or you can now switch the context. You can take something, put it in a different context.
Yeah. So that's the thing. So I think there are many ways how to do it. So, for example, this one, when you see this cutout, this gives you an idea. Mm-hmm. And in this case, I would create a story, because I didn't read the article. It looks fun. I can get very creative. What's here inside? I can draw over it. And I can imagine this would be pretty creative, and there would be like a completely different scene. So he's a cook, but maybe we can interpret that situation to completely different.
Let's go.
And then, for example, one way is also that we would take something like this, which we visited. We visited this exhibition last week, and it was an exhibition of Christo and Jean-Claude. And for those who don't know them, those two artists did a lot of land art, and they wrapped all different kinds of objects in different materials, and then they also sold the pieces, like smaller pieces, and for that they funded further projects, and it's amazing. And the last one will be done next year. So if I would take something like this that has like a topic, mm-hmm. I would work with that topic, and I will try to recreate elements that remind me on that scene, for example, on that topic.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's how I would start, and I would take just like a white piece of paper and just stick it on the. I would just glue it on the surface.
All right.
So
let's check it out. What you can come up with. Meanwhile, we have here Eleonora joining, Tina saying hello, Nat is here. Surmai says, really, these all pictures look super cool. Tina said, being late today, I will just observe. Tina, this is completely fine. You can just observe and you can comment. If you're an observer, you can give suggestions to Sonia what she can make, what kind of story can she create out of these collages. And yeah, the point is today we're making a creative storytelling collages.
So don't be afraid to destroy some paper. Also, this will give it a bit of, you know, that like homey feeling or that artistic touch where not everything is supposed to be straight lines, and you know, this will also trigger your creative flow.
Yeah, if you have like an aquarelle, a watercolor sketch that you're not completely satisfied with, this is the moment to recycle it and make something new of it. So you can take it to get some new textures and colors and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay, so first I will glue this to my surface and try not to be too precise while doing things. I mean, usually I can imagine that if you're just searching for inspiration, you can start and be done in 15 minutes with one collage. And it's not supposed to be like, you know, I showed you two examples, which were like A3 size, like really, really big collages. But it's not necessary that the collages are so big. You can also keep them much smaller.
So right now I like how you're basically spreading this glue evenly over the whole page with a different piece of paper.
Yeah, I mean, you take what you have, right? And I know that we very often we improvise with our tools because we're just like, you know, oh, the last time I used, you know, this glue that I used in high school, I mean, that was 10 years ago. And I don't know why we didn't rebought it, but in everyday life, you usually don't need it. So while doing something like this, I was also considering maybe we could do a glue made out of flour and water, you know, or something similar. That would also be okay. So that's my man. I mean, not my man, but
but it's your man.
but it's my man.
It's my man. Nice.
That's my man. Okay.
So Tina says, oh, I already see a story. The paper grinder could sprinkle seeds where plants can grow from the collage. The pepper grinder, not the paper grinder. The pepper grinder could spread seeds, you know, and they can grow. Eleonora is only watching, Surmain is only watching, Michelle, watching only today. We'll do this with a friend later. I enjoy being with this community while I attend to tasks that need to be done. Creativity is happiness. Michelle, this is amazing to hear. I also watch, if I watch some other YouTube videos on creativity, sometimes I do it with, you know, I go along, sometimes I do something else, but I like to be a part of a community and, you know, talk about it, watch what people are doing. And also it's completely fine to try this out later. If you're watching this on replay later, let us know how you liked it. Let us know in the comments if something popped out in your head, if you had a great idea, if, you know, whatever comes to mind. We're really, really happy about every feedback and comment we get. It's like a small present, you know, when you check out YouTube in the morning and you see what the people have written. So yeah, we're looking forward for that every time. Okay,
so now I took one of these papers and I just covered it up because I don't have anything I don't have any alcohol markers that I could draw over this existing collage or cutout that I just used. And now I'm gonna take just another pen and I'm gonna listen to Tina's advice or suggestion where she said that I could just draw some seeds.
Oh, nice.
And from this pen, plants are growing.
Yeah, so have you got any other ideas for Sonia? I love that the suggestions are coming from the community. Tina also says, I have often more ideas when I am observing and not doing. So I do not feel the pressure of executing the idea. That's a good point. Where you like relaxed and just, you know, can come up with ideas. It's actually, yeah, because you're in a relaxed environment, you're not pressured, and that's a good moment to write down ideas. I think Sonia and I both keep like an idea sketchbook, like a small booklet that we fill with ideas. You know, whatever comes to mind, and this really helps. So Wendy's asking, what is the best type of glue or tape for paper to paper? In the past, I've had a problem with papers falling off after time has passed. Maybe it gets brittle. I was using a basic glue stick.
Yeah, we're usually also used to use the glue stick, but you know, there's also the liquid version. Here in Berlin, you can get, or in Europe, uhu, yuhu. You know, it's like
UHU?
UHU,
Woohoo.
the yellow one.
I don't know how you call it in English. But is it a German or an American brand?
I thought it's German.
I don't know. Americans, is it from your place?
Yeah. So that's something that I would probably use instead. But to be completely honest, I don't know. I think those kind that are white, you know, when you pour them out, usually those stick a bit better.
So Sonia today is using I don't know if it's a German brand or not, a Ponal wood glue, because paper is, you know, essentially cellulose wood, and it sticks very, very well with this wood glue. So you can always try using standard glue for wood.
Okay, so then we can also bring this situation and just take it like it's taken the whole environment. Maybe we can just like spread it out. Maybe it's just growing all over the place, and it's just, you know, taking the control over the room and his surrounding.
At what point are you thinking about bringing in another element? You know, you like put one, now you're starting to draw. Is it something that, you know, just pops up, or do you like maybe force yourself to use another element, or what's your process?
I think I would start with doing something like this. I will also, in the meantime, when I would draw, I would maybe also stick now in that process. Also, I would glue a few other elements, you know, that I can draw over then.
Like abstract ones?
Yeah, just abstract ones, because this will also do something, you know, it's just like much more fun to look at, and it brings like, yeah, something more.
An element of I like the abstract ones, because I think that if you glue them out, they're still just pieces and they don't mean much. But when you add some other elements or drawings, they might turn into something. They might turn into an element that you can draw on. You know, so they might mean different things in different stages of this collage.
Okay, so this I would not use this one yet now, because I already started doing different kind of plants. But what I could imagine, maybe I could use a bear, you know, that I just had here.
Oh, I love the bear. So Anne says, watching only also. We are at the beach house for a few days. I have no supplies, so we'll do this later in this week. I enjoy observing. Great, Anne. I hope you're enjoying the beach house. I hope the weather still summer-like at your place. Here we've had the first advent of autumn, I would say, right? It started to get a bit colder, but it's still quite nice. Tina says it's a jungle kitchen, and Wendy says I will try the uhu, and yeah, she'll try the wood glue because her husband has a cabinet shop, so they have plenty. Yeah, wood glue is good. Yeah, check out if you have some lying around in a toolbox, cabinet shop, or something like that.
Okay, so I started now with just gluing additional elements.
Bear is a hungry guest at the jungle kitchen, or he's doing the dishes, or he's the salmon supplier. These are ideas by Tina.
Okay, the salmon supplier, that would be amazing.
This is awesome. They look like a cooking chef couple, you know, chef duo. Just push it a bit more down.
Okay, great. I'm gonna try to just. It's
So Michelle says, I'm currently working with plant material to dye fabrics. Wow,
ooh,
that's
nice.
interesting. I'm using eucalyptus for marigold and using a big copper pot in the stove, and it's full of flower petals. And that's her kitchen right now. Wow, Michelle, that sounds beautiful. I would love to see that. And like, what kind of fabrics are you dyeing? This is like also a very creative thing to do, right? Thinking of fabric as your canvas. Never tried that before.
Okay, so I added the bear.
Awesome.
Yeah, but I already think that, you know, it's much easier for me to add more than to add less. So I think the challenge for everyone, you need to decide if you're that kind of person who needs to add less or to add more to it. And for me, it's definitely the opposite. So to add just the right amount of things. That's not from our kitchen, right?
Yeah, something just fell in the background. We're hoping it's not from our kitchen. Because that means A, our big sculpture of unwashed dishes has collapsed, or B, someone came in and went to our kitchen. Both of these are a bit unpleasant.
True. Okay, so still, I need to stick a few things to this part. And what should I do now with the plants? You know, I think now the story is got a bit lost. I mean, this flower kitchen, this jungle kitchen is now a bit out of place.
Well, I mean, what is going on here? So he's cooking. The bear brought the salmon to the party.
Yeah.
What else can happen?
I mean, it's not necessary that many things happen. So we can add maybe, I don't know, is that inside or outside? If it's outside, is it in nature? Or is it like a terrace? Or is it inside and we can do a view through the window? Or we just concentrate on the stuff that's surrounding us?
Yeah, maybe
overdo it.
Maybe the cutouts that you use can lead us there. Like when I think it's a good tactic. I haven't tried this, to be honest, but like now I'm thinking, you know, in terms of creative processes and with the experience we have with creative processes. What I would try is adding another or trying out a couple of different cutouts that you already have and laying them on or next to it, and then let them lead you on in this story what's going on. You know, and then maybe you find one that fits and you incorporate it and takes you, takes your story further.
Maybe you can try that in the next one and you can do it by yourself.
Yeah, sure.
Would you like to try it?
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
I think that I also triggered you. Today it was meant that I do one, that I guide the exercise, which I think it's fine. But especially when you're trying to give me feedback, I see that, you know, your eyes just start to glow a bit, and I'm just like, wait a second.
Well, I'm inspired by what you're doing.
Maybe.
Maybe I want to have a go as well.
Yeah.
No, but you do you.
Okay. Thanks.
So, let's go back to the comments. Maybe they have some suggestions. So, Gaspar and Sonia, what if there is a dish fairy tidying up your kitchen? Or the house elf, Elvis, it could be him.
Oh, please come every day.
Yeah, we would love to have a dish fairy. And if it would be amazing if he or she did our dishes every day.
Yeah.
Wendy says maybe something or someone holding the pan for him. Wendy, that's quite interesting.
Yeah. Okay, so I started adding some gray tones because I have a feeling that because of all those colors and also those two dark elements, something darker could be pretty nice.
Beautiful.
Okay, and it's also, I think it's also very good if we just say that it's also not necessary that you're like totally impressed with it, that you think it's the best thing that you ever did. Because if you watched the Whitney Sherman live stream that we did, she explained that collages are the part of the process. It's something that triggers your imagination, and it's like your special virtual library that you can always get the access to. And yeah, it's just like brainstorming or something similar. So take advantage of it, like something that you can always use for yourself, that can inspire you, bring you new ideas. And also, if you consider how to include your own art, you know, how to improve it or how to bring it to the next level, how to develop your personal style, that's the way or the technique that you can also use. And I think that's the great potential behind it.
By the way, Suna mentioned that with the Sherman video we did, it was very good. It was great to do this with this great, amazing illustrator. And her specialty is cutouts, and I just posted the video link in the live chat. So you can check out that video in case you weren't around.
Okay. So I have it here.
Sorry. Don't worry, it's not the virus or something. I just got something stuck in my throat. Although, you know, if we got corona, we would be forced to be here for 14 days, so maybe we would just do live stream every day.
Or maybe not. I mean, it depends how
hard it would hit you.
Yeah,
true.
Because I heard that many are just fine, and then other people are just like so ill.
Okay, let's just hope we don't get it. I hope we don't get it. I hope you don't get it. Yeah, let's just hope. And wear masks.
And wear masks. Yes, that's important as well. Okay. Maybe now adding something red, because I would try to connect the elements. You know, maybe the hearts.
I like how you actually now basically using the colors that you have and repeating them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm playing with it. I'm playing with the forms, and I'm playing with the colors. I'm trying to just think about how can I now emphasize everything, or just make it a bit more special or round, because I think I'm at the point where I'm just like, okay, maybe it's time for the next one, because I have many cutouts that I would like to use, and I'm testing this technique for the first time. So I think it's very good if we just, you know, if we just let it be, that we don't take too much time making further.
I love it.
And then just, you know, if in the future I would probably now color in the, I would do something with the bear, so that it wouldn't look like this. Maybe add some text here, some address. What we did, we said this is the Jungle Kitchen, right?
Yeah, give it a name. It's always a good idea. Meanwhile, we have Niati saying, wish I could meet you guys someday. Niati, yeah, we have, you know, with the growing of this community, with having all of you here repeatedly, have a feeling that we've gotten to know you. Like, you know, you tell us where you're from, you send us your sketches, you tell us things, and we tell you things, and it's like, you know, getting to know you. And it would be great to meet some of you, or many of you, one day. We'll see how this unfolds, but we're also planning some actual courses, you know, in the future. As we mentioned in one of our previous videos, we are starting a special course now, not starting, we're already in it, where we are going to learn, or are learning, to become art coaches. We're getting more knowledge with which we can help you, and we're really excited to share it with you in the future. Then we gotta send out the card, Sonia.
Oh, amazing.
Oh yeah, heart goes out, boom, to Michelle.
Thank you, Michelle.
Yeah, Michelle, who just donated via Super Chat, so thanks a lot, we really appreciate it. And yeah, we're glad that we have you here. So, Modest Cooking, I like the nickname, says, I like your technique. Michelle says she was able to buy Whitney Sherman's book and is doing the first lesson. Amazing.
Oh,
Yeah,
great.
it's a great book by Whitney Sherman, playing with sketches, awesome stuff. Collage for me has opened the door for creation and mix it with inspiration. Is open door for creation and mix it with inspiration. So yeah, I think collages are amazing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we've got Sunflower joining. Wendy also with a comment on the bear. Maybe the bear needs to wear the same shirt as the man. Maybe add the logo to the chest. Oh yeah, that would make them definitely a chef couple.
True. I can do that.
Yeah, so I love the suggestions coming out. Look at that. You're really going for it.
Yeah. This is really a nice thing to do. Okay, now I almost have the feeling that, okay, it also needs like, you know, not the napkin, but okay, like this. Look at it.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, so I think this is the point where I just finish this sketch or this collage and I will continue, or also not. I think it's fine if it stays this way as it is. Maybe I can show you in the front camera how everything looks like.
Let's check it
what
out.
we created. Okay, so sorry, the light is just playing with us a bit. So
we have to hide our faces so it focuses on the image.
Yeah. Okay, so let's continue with the next one. Gasper, would you like to give it a try or should I continue?
I would say you continue.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so we finished one. What should we do next? Maybe
People like it, Sonia.
Okay,
Sunflower, Tina, Wendy.
Okay, and Gasper, you said there's another technique that I can try based on the creativity. Can you explain it once again to us?
Yeah, so one of the creative exercises that you can do is, and this is one of the, it's triggering your brain in different ways, is trying to see one object in a different context. I mean, this is basically what you already did. You know, you took something, you reinvented it. And I think it would be interesting to see if because I know you're very good at creating these stories, if you see what the objects you stick on, in which direction they take your story.
Okay, would you like to choose them for me?
No, I would say let's, because you have to be inspired, let's say.
Still I need to get inspired.
Yeah.
Or am I just taking whatever?
I would say you get whatever and
how many?
Whatever feels good.
Let's say how much, how many of them. I think that's also very important.
You can also, it doesn't have to be like so strict. You can just, start with one and see where it takes you.
Okay, so I will take this one because I think this one is funny.
Go for this one.
Okay, so then I can just stick it on this on the paper, probably. Yeah. Let's create something awesome for those, for this family. They deserve a very nice story that can be broadcasted all over the news.
So, people really like the previous one. Looked like a food cafe branding advertisement. Poulard said, "We are lovely and very kind of heart." So thanks a lot. We really appreciate it.
And I love that you find that you recognize that just based on one exercise that we did together. Thank you.
Maybe they've been doing it with us for a long time.
We don't know. Are you doing it with us for a long time?
Sunflower watching from Turkey. So hi from Turkey, and Poulards from India. Hi to India. Modest Cooking. watching from Texas, so hello to Texas. This is great. We haven't been, at least in live chats, there haven't been many people from Texas before. We've got watchers from Turkey and India, quite regularly, but Texas is a new one. So welcome Texas.
Okay, so what now?
Well, now I would say the same thing you did before. This one is now, I guess, inspiring something in your head. You already said that you see something, and I think you just go for it and draw that out.
Okay. Okay, so let me first extend. It's a messy process, okay? You're gonna have color and paint and glue all over your hands, so don't worry. Don't take your best paper and don't work on your finest table, I would say, or cover it up at least. Okay, so I'm gonna just add first the line for the water surface. I'm gonna also extend a few lines so that I can imagine where the water is continuing. Okay, I hope this sticks very nicely. Okay, and now something needs to happen behind them. And I think there should be something big. And I imagined like an octopus. Like a huge octopus. And I must say that I don't know the form yet. Also, how high are the eyes? How crazy should it be? Is it like something revengeful? Does it have teeth?
Or
is it a vampire?
Vampire octopus. That sounds like the ominous bunny, the vampire octopus, and the head snake, and the fluffy llama. Those are the the characters that always accompany our creative exercises. If you're new, you will see that often we include a ominous bunny watching, from the front to create a feeling of drama and depth. And the fluffy llama is also a thing, because we just like them. They're so fluffy. So, Sonia, we've got a Keep It Up by Tina in the form of a donation. So, I think we're sending out the heart.
Of course, send it out.
There it is. Thank you, Tina. Thanks a lot for being around. Thanks a lot for always supporting us. Like, I don't know if all of you know, but we know Tina also for years, and it's great how she also always followed what we do and supported us. So, yeah, thanks for sticking around.
Yeah, not many know, but Tina was my classmate at university. And I must say that Slovenia is a very small country, but we have like how many dialects?
Oh, Slovenia has 66 dialects and only 2 million inhabitants.
And the first time I got to know Tina, I know that I couldn't understand her at all because I had such a strong dialect as well. And I think once we were talking about that we, for the first year or for the first half a year, we were just nodding to each other but couldn't understand each other. So I can say that sketching did it for us. I mean, every time when I don't know how to say something, I use sketching. I use symbols, and that's always bringing me forward. So if you're searching for a word or a way to explain something, you can always use sketch and drawings.
So you talked through drawings for the first couple of months?
Yeah, I think so.
Nice. Yeah, I remember that story. It's a good one. So, yeah, people laughing here about the story. Harry Joe also, Tina says, I also translate information in image, visual thinking. Yes, definitely. I think both of you are very, very visual people, so it was a great way to communicate. Okay, so Harry Joe says, I came across your channel a few days ago and immediately subscribed. Thanks for your creative content. Harry, thanks for joining us. It's great to have you around, and welcome to the community. You know, it's a great place to hang out. Wendy says, I like the contrast of how calm the woman is sitting there and how the octavamp rising rising angrily from the water. It's a monobrow octavamp.
First I thought it should have two, but now at the end I was just, no, actually it should be like a very, very, very...
It's getting crazy. It's getting crazy. Look at that.
Yeah, tell me.
A scuba diving ominous bunny, says Wendy. Dina, yeah, a bunny is operating the octopus.
Okay, yeah, sure. Where should we put the bunny, the omnious bunny? Because we never see the bunny's face. You know that, right?
Yeah, the bunny is always shown from the back.
Because it's omnious.
Yeah.
We don't know for certain what's going on with that bunny.
Yeah. What if he has a different face?
Yeah.
What if he has like a bird's face?
Oh my God! Please no.
It's so super weird.
Please don't let me do a collage of that omnious bunny.
Oh yeah, great! This would be a great exercise to do an animal out of different parts of animals.
Yeah.
Like a collage. That'd be awesome. Anyways, so Niati says, being an architecture student myself, you make it fun for me to make landscapes. So, to make landscapes easily. So yeah, Niati, thanks. You know, as all of you know, probably, we are landscape architects. We have studied landscape architecture, and then through the years have, you know, got interested into drawing, and through drawing also discovered creativity, you know, visual thinking, creative exercises, and you know, pushed ourselves into areas that we wouldn't consider normally as landscape architects, and it has been a fun way that we're still walking, right?
Yeah. And it's so fun to do it. I mean, I hope you also see that most of the time we're having like a huge fun doing it and communicating that with you. And yeah, I mean, and also through those live streams that we just started doing a few months ago, we just discovered such an amazing potential. And I'm looking forward to discover more about it.
Yeah. It's put us on an interesting path, and we're glad to dive deeper. So always welcome any of your suggestions, comments, stuff you would like to see from us, stuff you would like to learn from us. You know, because we have a feeling we have a lot of knowledge, we have a lot to share. You know, going away from graduating, you know, from like a design engineering profession, and then finding ourselves out on an open market, and then having to orient and navigate, you know, the finding a job, but also then struggling with, you know, keeping the creative spark alive, and
which is very often very hard to do on demand, especially if you're producing creative work every day.
Yeah.
And it's demanded to do that because you're employed as a creative person. It's not like you're creating something every day, but you're hired as a creative, constantly inspired person. And sometimes that can be a challenge as well.
Yeah, so, you know, whatever we can help you with by sharing our experience, do ask. Modest Cooking says, maybe inside the mouth of the octopus. The bunny inside the mouth of the octopus.
Perfect.
Perfect.
We just need to do an outline, like a white outline.
Oh yeah.
You know?
This is where you can...
Maybe the bunny gets red eyes.
Dun-dun.
Can I get a marker, like a acrylic marker in a white color?
What about you cut it out?
Yes, I can cut it out. It's a cutout. Yes, let's do that. Amazing.
You know, if you have like a dark surface and you just need some silhouette, you can also just cut it out of the paper.
Okay, so I think with this one, I got it a bit better. I mean, this can also be just as it is. Mm-hmm. We can maybe add some color and leave it like this.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. It's actually, you know, like, you could go on adding different layers of the story, but I think this is pretty amazing. Maybe do another one instead, you know?
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so let's do the bunny. And I'm gonna try... Oh, it's gonna be a very, very small bunny. Okay. So let's try to...
So, by the way, to those of you who, you know, are here for the first time or have been coming for a long time and haven't subscribed, we see a lot of you are watching our videos and haven't subscribed. And if you don't want to miss the stuff we put out, and we're also planning on putting out more stuff in the future, that's also not going to be live streams, you know, then be sure to subscribe and be sure to click the bell so you get a notification, you know, when we go live spontaneously maybe, or when we upload a video. Also, we're happy about every person who subscribes.
Yes, always.
Or who shares. You can share it with friends. Maybe they'll like it. Maybe they will like us, and or you know, you could also be selfish and just keep us for yourself.
And
we'll understand.
You know what? I mean, those creative exercises, they are so fun. Share it also with your kids. I mean, I would not mind if your kids... I know that once someone posted in our Facebook group called Linescapers. Be sure to be there. A work it was one of our followers who did it together with one of the creative exercises was she did it together with her daughter, and it was amazing, and I loved it so much, and I would be very excited if you would just share it, yeah, with the younger generation.
Or with the older generation. Maybe share it with your parents.
I mean, this is also a very funny way to spend time.
Yeah, a friend of mine did it together with her mom. Did one of our, or two of our creative exercises with her mom. And it was great to see the results, what they did together. You know, it's really, we really appreciate it when we see that people try out what we suggest. And if you want to do that as well, like Sonia said, you can share it in our Facebook group. I'll post a link in a second. Or you can DM it to us on Instagram. It's linescapes.drawing.
Okay, so the bunny. This is our bunny. The bunny. Okay, so this is our bunny. Let's try to integrate it. Pull up. Actually, I noticed that I would need something for the precision as well, to be a bit more precise. Otherwise, everything gets a bit dirty. And I think that's also a very good exercise that you can do digitally. If you can also do great collages using Photoshop, for example.
Oh yeah. I know a lot of people, also our viewers, are, you know, into digital drawing. You have tablets at home, you do some, you know, concept drawing, character design, stuff like that. Collage is a technique you can totally use. I mean, architects know it, landscape architects know it, because you use collages to, you know, create realistically looking images when you want to show your design. You know, we use this a lot, so those of you who are architects will definitely know what I'm talking about. You know, you render maybe your building, then you collage in the trees that are actual photos, and collage in the people, and then you blend everything together in a way that it looks realistic. But you don't need to make it look realistic. You can let it be like a cutout, rough cutout collage. This also has like a cool level to it. So this is great.
You know, I'm thinking to myself, there should be like a bubble saying, "Honey, I forgot my glasses," or something.
So when it says perfectly ominous, yes, the bunny looks perfect. Kraken, Pirates of the Caribbean, people love it. So yeah, the bunny was perfect.
Okay.
You guys inspire me so much. I'm doing sketching from last 4 years, but I'm too shy to face the camera. But after listening to your stories and words, I'm so motivated that I'm going to make my art video as soon as possible. Pool art, do that. Yes, amazing. So this is one topic we talk about constantly, about sharing your work. it doesn't matter if you're a creative professional or you want to become a creative professional or you're just someone who has creativity as a hobby. But sharing your work is a very good exercise, in self motivation, overcoming your fears, and also getting feedback. So we also made a video on how to become visible online, how to promote yourself online. If this is your interest, I will link it here in the description, and you can totally check it out. I would say that's a great place to start.
Well, the last one with the ominous bunny and the octopus was so fun that I tend to do another illustration.
Do it.
Maybe this one should be completely different and in style or something. Let's try to just cut out the face, and we're gonna redo her hair. Maybe we can just give me some ideas. So we can do something like, we can just use elements that inspire her. We can do, of course, the Medusa hair. That's very obvious, but let's try to be creative. Maybe we can do like a mandala, or we can also do something. We can also do flowers, forest. There's many things we can do. We can also put elements in her head, like violins, trash.
She needs a hat with braided pigtails, said Wendy.
Yeah, we can also, spaghetti. Maybe we can do like spaghetti, the actual spaghetti. Maybe we can add some tattoos. Maybe we can change her in
many ways.
Maybe we can just add some jewelry and some. It would also be interesting, right? So I have here cutouts that are not so related to the thing that we're having here. Maybe the cow is giving her kisses, but okay, that's maybe too obvious and too naive. The construction site, meh. Okay. What you got for me?
Marcus Foley is asking, Yvonne? Is that Yvonne? Is that the person called Yvonne? Is she like a prominent person?
I must say, I don't know. I just got it out from one magazine.
Oh, she could be like a known model. Marcus, is she like a known, famous person? Anyways, the head designer idea is not bad. Or you can use her face only to promote to eat green food, or to be healthy, or green vegetation afro curls. Beer hat and braided beard. Also, please design a shirt for her, says Tina. Make her hair crazy, has Pullards. That's Yvonne Catterfield, says Lawrence. And who is Yvonne Catterfeld?
Have you ever considered? Oh, you know what?
Singer and actor Yvonne Catterfeld. Oh my, Yvonne Catterfeld is. Yep. Well, bye, Yvonne.
Okay, let's just start by sticking her on the surface. Yeah, use a lot of glue. She's not escaping now. Oops. Are you going to Google Yvonne Catterfeld?
Oh yeah, so Marcus said she was on a German series called Gute Zeiten, Schlechte Zeiten. I don't even know it, Marcus. We have been living in Germany for 5 years, but we have not delved into German culture much. So when our friends are talking about all these, TV shows, music, everything, most of the time we just have like a big question mark on our face and don't know who is. And
Yeah, we don't get those internal jokes, you know.
not yet.
But the thing is that we don't own a TV, and yeah, that's also the main reason. I think that a lot of the culture, you know, this pop culture, you get to know through the television.
Oh yeah, or used to, yeah.
Okay.
We do watch some German Netflix series. They're quite good.
Okay. So what have we decided on? I must say I'm still not so. What would be possible? So can you give me a few tips?
We've got green vegetation, afro curls,
I would not like to repeat myself with vegetation.
okay, so they want a shirt.
A shirt.
The crowd wants a shirt. Snake hair.
Maybe we can do instead of obvious, we can do a face shirt.
Face shirt.
Yeah, so just like
yes, Yvonne Catterfield. Awesome. So yeah, that's the unobvious thing to do. So
okay.
So imagine Yvonne Catterfield t-shirts would become a thing, and I don't know, teenagers would wear her face huge on a t-shirt.
Very huge, you know, when you have a vision.
So Marcus says, gute Zeiten, schlechte Zeiten, we've not been missing anything regarding that daily soap.
Okay, so.
Pool also says, make something with a bunny. Turn her into a bunny.
Huh?
Turning her into a bunny. A t-shirt with Yvonne Catterfeld as a bunny on the t-shirt. So adding like a small bunny. And some ears.
Oh, even better. Okay. Our bunny is wearing her mask.
Oh, the bunny is wearing a Yvonne Catterfeld mask.
Because we never know the face of the bunny.
We never know the face of the bunny.
Okay, now I'm a bit perplexed. Should we use the bunny or the bunny mask? Should we use the t-shirt or the mask?
It could be a bunny masked bunny on a t-shirt.
Yeah, but you know, if I do the ears here,
maybe they have to be like knicked, you know. Yeah, but on the t-shirt knicked. Oh yeah, well never mind, go for it. You can still change it all the time.
Oh, you mean here, like I just try to
Yeah, but or make the t-shirt bigger.
Okay. I'm trying to.
Well, bunny mask. People are all. Everyone is down for the bunny mask.
Okay, so let's do the bunny mask then. Okay, forget the t-shirt. Imagine that we're just doing the bunny. Okay, so we have the fluffy ears.
So that's kind of a creative thing that that's fun. Pushing yourself beyond kind of the obvious, and I like collecting ideas before going for one. And sometimes the first idea is awesome, but sometimes it pays off to think a bit and brainstorm what could be. So combining her with the bunny was actually a great idea, and the bunny wearing the mask, it has so many levels. This is good on so many levels. Yvonne never looked so good, said Lorenz. So awesome.
Okay. But I don't know how to draw bunny from up front. You know, the paws and how it sits on the floor.
Well, to the internet. Let's look at it.
Right?
Yeah, there's a bunny. Yes. Whenever you don't know how to draw something, Google it.
To the internet.
To the internet. Yeah, we also don't know how to draw everything. Okay,
so there's this part, and then you have the last part. So I always, when I start drawing that kind of forms, I always start to draw with round shapes and forms. I'm just searching for the inner geometry, and I always divide surfaces somehow so that I keep in proportions. And right now I'm mirroring the the photo Gasper is showing to me.
Yeah, Tina says the bunny looks almost like a cat from the front. Just the tail is round, but that's on his butt. So basically you're drawing a fluffy cat.
Well, I'm also not good at drawing cats from up front, so
Well,
that's also not helping. Okay, thank you.
well, we have drawn our share of cats, but maybe not from the front.
Yeah.
We still need to do a lot of cat drawings. If you don't know yet, like we're total cat people and
also dog people.
Yeah, Sonia's also a dog person. I'm a cat person. I'm more of a cat person, so we're getting a cat. No, we don't have a cat. We would love to have a cat, but right now the apartment is too small, and living in a city, we feel like the cat, wouldn't have the space to unfold its hunting potential. So.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Right now we're still not having a cat, but I know we have been advised to get a cat because apparently our apartment is big enough for at least 2 cats.
At least 2.
At least 2.
Says an expert.
Says an expert. Yeah.
With cats.
Yeah. So Tina says, I really like watching Sonia's drawing movements. Yeah, it looks very funny. This looks hilarious. I would like to see maybe one more realistic drawing sketching with pencil from you. It looks so satisfying. Oh wow, so the process of drawing itself, yeah, I remember Sonia did a live stream with colored pencils. It was really satisfying.
Mm-hmm. We can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but now we need pink color, or, well, let's stick to red for the ears.
You're gonna have red ears?
You know, for the inner part.
Ah, for the inner part of the ears. Yeah, sure.
It always has like, maybe we're gonna add also some shading so that it's not going to look so two-dimensional.
So yeah, Tina said it would be a idea for Linescape streaming, which would be also an interesting question to you because, we do a lot of sketching when we're outside. We do a lot of drawing and painting also for ourselves. Sometimes we do illustrations for clients. Would you be interested also in just, watching us through a process of creating an artwork or a design or an illustration or a sketch in real time? Because we upload stuff, in accelerated form, but we could also maybe just go live somewhere and draw. We have done this on Instagram a couple of times, but maybe it would also be interesting to do it on YouTube and talk with you, get feedback from you. So yeah, let us know if this is something you'd be interested in, because I know our video started with just, drawing without commentary in music, and people also enjoyed it, so you can tell us a bit about that. Hey, I would love to see what you also do professionally and for clients, if it's allowed to share. Yeah, well, sometimes it is, sometimes it's not, but maybe if something comes up in the future, we could also show some of the work, right?
Mm-hmm.
I definitely do a lot of landscape architecture visualizations, so visualizing designs, doing perspective drawings, like bird's eye views of the designs we come up with at the office I work at. And yeah, this is something I, basically do on a daily basis.
Okay, sorry. I know you're feeling the holes when I'm quiet, but yeah, this is how everything looks like right now.
Yeah, well, people would love to see. And Wendy says, "Whoa, the bunny with the mask looks great." I think it looks amazing.
This bunny is so smart, right?
Yeah.
But it needs a statement. Like, I think I would very like to just remove this part. I think we have some sort of eraser somewhere. I think it's there in the yeah here somewhere. If you find it.
I think in all of our creative corner, we have like a huge creative corner, but what we don't have, we're always looking for an eraser or a pencil sharpener. Like we never find a pencil sharpener, as if like this whole, I think we have like kilos of paint and, heaps of pencils. But yeah, a sharpener, hard to find.
Okay. Well, yes, this is much better. Okay. Well, I think my bunny is also finished. I'm not sure what else should I add.
Yeah, well, I really love what you did with these collages. So basically, you pushed yourself, and this one is definitely the most creepy one, but I think it's one of the best ones as well.
Yeah, I love this one as well. I hope you like it as well. I mean, we have the whole history with this ominous bunny, and
Yeah,
it just does not want to show itself. I think
Yeah.
it's a mystery, and it's fine that
it's
way.
hiding behind Yvonne's face.
Yeah,
So thanks for all ideas. Maybe show it in the big camera so people can see
yeah.
what we have created.
Let's do it.
Let's hide behind.
So
Yes.
yeah, I mean,
Yes, like that.
it's very hard to see, right?
That's good.
Okay.
We have to hide our faces because the camera is automatically focusing on any face. But in this case, it did find the bunny's Yvonne mask. So, all right, everybody. I hope you take some time to try this at home.
Yeah, please do. You saw it's so much fun.
Do you have any more finishing tips for them?
Don't think about it too much. Try to see it as a game. It's going to be much easier if you set yourself with a topic. So don't look at everything, but take one or two elements, two cutouts that you like, and then just think about one topic that's completely the opposite from it. For example, we started off with a face, thinking about her hair, and we finished with apparel, first with a t-shirt and then with a bunny, which is even more amazing. So, and her face is his mask. So you saw the process, and this is how it looks like. I mean, try to be very creative and very relaxed. Don't force it, and don't work on it too long.
Yeah. Okay, so we hope we see you tomorrow at 5 p.m. Central European Time. We have our Feedback Tuesday, so we're going to give feedback on your works. So whatever you have, take your phone, take a snapshot of it, and send it to us. You can send it on Facebook or Instagram, DM it on Instagram. When you come to doing these collages, if you're watching this live or on replay, take a snapshot of your results and post it in our Facebook group. It's really be interested to see what you come up with.
True. Okay, so
yeah.
Is there anything else we forgot?
Well, I think the same thing as every week.
Till next time.
Keep on drawing.
And stay creative.
Bye-bye, everybody.